Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to see how we can handle assertion in Cypress. So validating test case is very important part in any tool. So you write your code and you have to validate whether the application is working, what it behavior or not. So for this we are using assertion. So in Cypress there are two kind of assertion. First is means there are two way to assert our test cases. First is implicit subjects, and by for using implicit subject we can use should and to assert our application. And second is explicit subjects. So for explicit subject we use expect keyword to validate our test cases. So one by one I will cover both assertion in this video. So let me open my application for what I am going to do. So this is the page you can see. So I'm using this application to show you assertion, right? So let me what I do, I have to validate the red color, whether this username admin is in red color or not, or I just check CSS. And I also validate different things in this video. So let me create one test scripts, and it is assert dot spec dot js. And what I do, I just describe assertion function, and in this I will create one test. So this is implicit subject and function. So first I need to open the application. So this is a viewpoint, but I need visit. So let me copy the URL. So I will copy the URL of the application and paste it. Now what I have to assert this style, this attribute. So how we can I do? I just press and open window element. So I will identify the XPath of it. So what would be the XPath? So I will go with content ID div at the rate ID, and then what I do, I have to go div2 and span, right? So what I do here, I just validate style, whether this style is with red color, font size, font weight bold, and z index is 100 or not. So how we can do in Cypress, we will see this. So by XPath, now I use explicit implicit subject. So I use should and two commas. Now I have to use have. So you can see there are multiple way to multiple method is provided by this should method. So I have to use have dot attribute. I will use this, and now I have to enter what attribute I have to check. And now I have just copied all the this attribute, right? And see, now what I do, I just save and will run and check whether it is working or not. So this is my assert, and I run this test case and will see whether it is working or not. It is asserting our style or not at the given way. My application is opened. Now you can see test case has passed and you can see this has been asserted. So this is the assertion, right? Okay, so let me open, and what I do, I just what I assert. Okay, so I have to assert the text. So how we can assert that text? So let me open, and I have to use same text path. So I will copy this and I assert whether that username is present or not. So this is should, and there is have dot contains text. And what I do, I just go, and this is a content text and I enter username. So I will copy this only username and paste it. So in this way we verify the any text. So let me see whether it is working or not. So you can see I just verify that username is present or not. Now other assertion part is like I have to, in this I use only should. Now I have to use and. So how can I use and? So and is basically a chain where we have to assert 2 or 3 assertion in a single element. So we can use and. So what I do, I just go and use this element. So I will take id and put some assertion dot get. Here I'm using css selector. So I use get, where I have to use xpath, then I use xpath, right? Now what I do should, and what is visible or not. So I check is visible. Now I will check whether it is be enable or not. So I put two checks here. So in this way we can use and. So what I'm doing, I'm checking whether this get text username web element is visible and it is enabled or not. Then I will type. So this is a admin I have typed. So let me run and see whether it will work or not. So you can see that all the assertion has been passed, and in this way we can use should and. So this is the all implicit way. Now we will see explicit wait. So what I do for explicit wait, I use same XPath and will show you how it will work. So for explicit wait, I'm using same XPath and put should, and here I use jQuery syntax, and here I use expect and put element ele and enter. So here I have searched whether it is present or not to contains, and I put username, right? So we will check whether it will work or not for the So it give me some error. Okay, what error I found? Oh. I do some mistake here. Let me check this. This is expired. This should, so that should come here, and we are going to close this. So what is the error for this? I'm, so we are checking what are the error I am found here. So I'm getting some error, so I do syntax mistake here. Now it seems okay. Now I will save and see whether it will work or not. So yes, it is loading the application currently, and you can see that my third expect is also pass. So this is the way for explicit assertion. And what I do, I put one assertion also, expect ELE, put two, put have dot ATR, and what we have to copy this. So this is the same assertion which we use here, and will run and check whether it will work in this way or not. So let me run once again. Yes, you can see that it is working. So guys, these are the two way. This is the implicit way where we have to use should, and we put have attribute and our put our assertion. Here we can use should be visible and we enable, and this is the explicit assertion where we put should here, and by this syntax, this is the jQuery syntax, we can put assertion. So now question is arise when we have to use explicit assertion. So explicit way we have to use where we have a complex assertion. We are verifying any complex validation. So at that point we can go with this type of code and this type of assertion. Otherwise we can use should. So it is validate our we validate our application. So now I just go and see if I put here and but I change something, so you can see that it is fail or not. So I put here 76 and check whether it is failed or not, when it will not get that tax. So at that time we also validate the if any changes come, then my test case will fail. So you can see that now 556 is not found here, so it failed. So this is the all the assertion part. So in this video we have seen two way to validate our test cases, and hopefully you like this video. And if you like video, please forward this video and please share this video, and take care. Bye bye.